Hello viewers, thanks for allowing us into your homes. Those of you watching us far away, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, outside the shores of Nigeria, I want to say thank you. Your program, Business and Economy Network, is here once again. A deep and incisive program where we extract activities on Nigerian economy and globally. Well, I want to say a belated happy Easter to our viewers. I'm talking about our Christian viewers and non-Christians alike. I believe that this is a period for sober reflection. I will pray for our leaders and in particular I pray for our nation. Well, today we are looking at challenges inherent doing business in Nigeria. And we are going to be doing a special focus on consulting engineers and project management firm in Nigeria. It's going to be an interesting watch because we have a whole lineup of mini spotlights on reputable companies in Nigeria. Enjoy yourself wherever you are. Sit down, relax yourself, and enjoy this program. It is a bumper package. I'll be back after this time. Please don't touch the dial.
Call the next case.
The state versus malaria.
My lord, I call the arresting officer Lonat to testify against the defendant. Lonat, please give your testimony.
My lord, malaria is a very dangerous killer. He has killed millions of people, young and old, male and female.
And how did you arrest him?
We used our special anti-malaria combination therapy, ACT, to effectively overpower him.
Malaria, I put it to you that you are a menace to the society and should be locked up forever.
Objection, my lord.
Overruled. Silence! Malaria, your days are numbered. I hereby order that you be remanded in Lonat's custody.
Lonat, effective ACT for malaria treatment. Marketed by Green Life Pharmaceuticals Limited.
Nigeria has a dynamic and vibrant business economy, and with the advent of the civilian government, it has only gotten better.
One, provision of employment, and also human capital development. All our staffs, we make sure we retrain them and we send them to seminars and make sure that they are well equipped. And then result of project delivery in terms of quality, standard of work, and timely delivery of projects are also part of our contribution to the economy. And also we provide checks and balances for contractors on our schemes, and also we pay our tax. And I think that's part of also ways of contributing to the economy.
Intecon Associates, since its establishment since we started practicing in 1970, had always contributed in our own small way to the economic progress of this country. We've always employed engineers, we've always employed even secretaries who have families, and we pay their salaries. There had never been a month when people are not paid their salaries in this country. We've always paid our tax, both to the states and federal government. And by doing that bit of work, that bit of service, we are contributing to the economic growth of the country. We have spent our time and money attending international conferences, speaking on professional topics, disseminating knowledge to outside world, and also to Nigerians internally. We have assisted in training, offering industrial attachment training to a lot of Nigerian university graduates. In fact, if you move into the main office, there will be at least 3 or 4 Nigerian students who are having their industrial attachment into doing their industrial. So, in our own small way, by being civic, by performing our civic responsibilities, we have contributed to the growth of the country.
Stakeholders in different sectors of the economy have contributed immensely to the gross domestic product of the nation, thereby playing their role in contributing to the development of the nation's economy.
You see, people are not looking for competence. It is who you know. You see, Nigerians are bringing politics into everything. They probably think that if I empower this man, he will go and oppose me in politics. Not knowing that not everybody is a politician. There are certain people who want to offer service. So what we see today is that you can see young men who come with no knowledge. They are given a consulting job to do. And these people will now go around and see how they can just do something and deliver and collect the money. So there is no, even not to talk of Nigeria and foreign, even among Nigerians, there is no level field. Government must look for competence if we want value for money. Not all this one of giving to who I know, or giving to this expatriate and that. As I said before, only Nigerians should get consultancy service. If you need to bring a white man or a firm, you can link up with them when you have reached where you don't have knowledge. Finished.
What the Association of Consulting Engineers is a voluntary association. People like us have come together to say that we want to put a mark on our products. We want to put a mark on our products. And which means that that mark that we want to put is a mark of quality. And that's the role that Association of Consulting Engineers is playing. We are ensuring that all those who are members of that association will conduct themselves creditably in any consulting commission, any consulting engineering commission that they get. So we are involved in analyzing the companies, in encouraging the companies to put in appropriate strategies for high quality performance, employ appropriate personnel. We also have facilities to educate our members in current practices, in all the specialized areas of consulting engineering, and of course, project management. And this is done continuously throughout the year. And so firms put in people and they learn and they come back to use their knowledge in their various firms. And so continuously we are showing that we are responsible people, responsible citizens of Nigeria, practicing as consulting engineers with high sense of responsibility and determined to acquire the highest quality in our deliverables. Of course, that means we maintain our position as internationally viable organizations.
Doing business in Nigeria has its challenges, with poor power supply, bad roads, lack of skilled manpower, unnecessary taxation and government policies standing as major obstacles to the average Nigerian business person.
You recruit, you train, you equip. In some cases, sometimes it is difficult to retain some of the skills because the field is open and the market is there. Yeah, but for most of our staff, were able to retain them. But generally, in the industry, we've witnessed staff hopping from one farm to the other, and I think that's one of the main challenges we have. I would say that's the only major one.
One principal challenge that one face as the principal of a farm of this nature is the high cost of doing business. Power supply is a big problem. As you can see now, we are running generator to operate, and we run generator more. In fact, we run our generator plant, our generating plants here, more than 8 hours in a day. And when you do, then you add the cost of producing power on your own to cost of salaries, insurance, overheads, and things. It increases. Water supply is not there. I mean, you bring people here to work for you, they have to use this, they have to ease themselves, they have to eat, they have to drink water, you have to pay for that. So one major constraint is power. You have a project from a client, you have a target to meet, you cannot meet that target because you don't have power.
One of the challenges is being able to get clients to pay in time so that you can be able to pay your salary, their staff salary as and when due. And I remember the one in particular, it was 1983 when the army removed Shagari's government. At that time, we had built up Etteh Aro to 100 engineers. Suddenly, the whole thing collapsed. And there was no way. We had so many engineers with masters and so on. And we were looking, no money to pay. So we advised all of them to find work. Some of them went to Shell and so on and so forth. So you see, we have ups and downs. And you see, I always feel pain to see people that are working for us who cannot pay them at month end. I mean, these people have children, they might have to pay rent, they might have to pay children's school fees, they have to feed. Not that you have not done work, but the process of getting fees out has become such a lengthy process.
Well, the major challenges we've been facing, one, we've been having challenges facing the foreign consulting firms. When we go and bid for jobs, you find that they have access to funds. There are some funds there are some projects we cannot bid for. They will say, come, you must have a turnover of at least $5 million per annum. The foreign consulting firms will be able to do that easily. The local consulting firms will not be able to do that. Those are challenges we face. And when they are bigger in terms of size. A lot of them, there are some consulting firms in America or Europe, they have close to 1,000 number of engineers in their offices. So we don't have that here. By the time you would say a company that has probably 50 engineers, the largest consulting firm you can talk of in this country may probably have about 50 engineers.
The challenges have been, as I pointed out, the fact that government does not recognize, the government of our country does not recognize and appreciate intellectual assets. If you have intellectual assets, which is the greatest asset you can have really, this country doesn't appreciate it. And so people who are committed to the kind of business which we do, which is knowledge-based and knowledge-driven, our contributions are not appreciated to the extent that we get given the opportunity to make the kind of contribution which we can make for the development of our country. As I said earlier, I came back to the country because I wanted to make inputs to the development of my country. In fact, before I came back from Britain, I was offered a job by Boeing Aircraft Company. Boeing Aircraft Company offered me a job in the 60s to be part of the design team for the SST. SST was the Boeing plane which was to compete with the Concorde. You know, Boeing wanted to have a plane, supersonic transport, SST, supersonic transport. And so they came to my college, Imperial College, after my doctorate, and because of my research subject, they offered me a job. And I reckon that if I had taken that job, I would never have come back to this country.
You know, you have various sectors. You have the public sector, you have the private sector, as in industry, and also you have the big private sector, which is the oil and gas, which I mean, that's the big time, yes. In terms of level playing ground, I don't believe that any of them really provides level playing ground until the Nigerian content law was made, or until the initiative of the Nigerian content came into being. Even the oil and gas was shying away from utilizing Nigerians. Although, as I said, it's not by policy as such, but by the delivery, quality of delivery. For instance, we have been involved, my firm has been involved in delivering airstrips, runways, complete airport, and so on, for multinationals in Nigeria, for the oil and gas industry. Whereas it has not been possible for us to even be patronized by the Nigerian civil aviation industry, even though all the documentation for the airstrips and things that we did were passed through the CNA. Now, they will prefer to just go to a foreign company. Oftentimes, I'm not saying that they are doing it, but oftentimes the Nigerian situation is that they go, they think that there is a magic that will be performed by the foreign firms, which they are not getting from us. But most of the time, of course, we have seen what this magic has done to our projects, our infrastructure. So we need really to rethink. We have to provide, we have to recognize our industry. We have to recognize key players. We have to provide level playing ground. For instance, I would like to say in government, for instance, as I told you earlier, there is this thing about bidding, and then everybody puts in bids, and then at the end of the day, perhaps, in fact, I will tell you an example. There was one project that we bidded for, and there was a clause that was put in it, which was guaranteed to eliminate us, not us, to eliminate many Nigerian companies, which was something to do with, at that time it was just the inception of, I think it was pension rule or some pension law or something. They had inserted it, but they knew that the companies, that the big time companies can show proof either in their own country or in Nigeria or whatever, and the quality Nigerian companies never breathe, never smelt those jobs, and so there is always, of course, there is the issue of lumping competent with half-baked, people in the same competition, and then of course the ones who have employed so much resources to build themselves to date, of course their prices will be higher, but their quality is also higher, but they get knocked out. So, and then of course there is the subjective part of it, which is somebody is interested and is not, so the best quality does not really interest, does not become the deciding factor. There are other subterranean deciding factors. This of course is not normal, but it happens sometimes.
With the steps being taken by government to address these major issues, one can only hope that the problem of power's failure will be a thing of the past.
Muka foam, the #1 foam, where them test and trust to well. From where they make for Nigeria for everybody. Muka foam, the quality for me. From where they sweet for body. Muka foam, the correct for me. Muka foam na melaka.
Na several brand Laura Matraso. Legend mattress,
if it no be Muka foam, it no be Muka foam. Buy Muka foam, it dey last well.
Mocha foam is ISO certified, so make sure you buy from licensed Mocha distributors across Nigeria only. Look for the familiar rainbow sign, the ISO certification, and our exclusive 3-year warranty before you pay for that foam. Nigeria, the home of Mocha foam.
Well, viewers, I want to say big thanks. Those of you watching us far away, Abuja, outside the shores of Nigeria, Ibadan, Sokoto, Port Harcourt, I want to say thank you. It has really been an honor and a privilege watching this program today. Well, they say that tomorrow is another day. On behalf of the production crew, those I always use, that those you can see and those you cannot see, I want to say thank you for keeping faith with your program. We can do this again tomorrow. Well, stay blessed. And once again, let us pray for our leaders and also pray for our great nation. Don't forget, think of what you can do for Nigeria and not what the nation will do for you. Stay blessed. I'll be with you again same time next week. Bye.